We are live. We are live. Welcome to Hack Shack Studios, you guys. RT Bear here. I feel weird, like I haven't done this in a while. I feel strange. This feels uncomfortable. Feels weird. Feels weird. Oh my gosh, man. I have so much to talk about. It has been, it's been days since I've done a live stream, so I feel a little rusty at this. But you guys will help me through. So as always, you guys, let me see a sign of life in the chat. I know there's always a little bit of a delay, but I always appreciate that to make sure I pushed all the proper buttons and did the right thing. And also, if you could tweet this out, like it, give it a thumbs up. It always helps out the channel. I know that YouTube's been doing a little bit of hanky-panky again these days. So I don't see anybody yet. I'm getting nervous. I know it's a little early for you guys. Most of you guys are probably in bed partying your asses off last night, and no sign of life. Oh! Speaking of the devil, how you doing, Roland? We got some people rolling in. Hey Kevin. Hey. We got Lock It Up Incorporated. Hail. Matt Cisco, what's up, brother? Shanu, I like your icon there. We have Alan Sparks. Hail to art and hail to the chat. Yes, and you guys please start thumbing up, tweeting out. Hey Pedro, what's up? What's up, man? This is looking like it's gonna be a party. Yeah, this always makes me feel good when I see people in the chat. Hey Mighty Joe, what's up? What's up? Man, I don't even know where to begin. The T-Bear household has been turned completely upside down. We are selling our mansion in Corona. We are selling our property, and we have been doing tweaks and fixes and all kinds of stuff. So one of the things we just did was we put in new carpeting. You can see my backdrop and my stuff is a little sparse. Let me see. Maybe I can show you the new carpeting. Okay, so there's the new carpeting, you guys. So you can see the studio's a little sparse right now. There's my Captain Kirk chair. It's actually called the Captain Kirk's chair, you guys. That's why I ordered it. Not that I'm a big Star Trek fan, but it's a cool chair, man. It spins around too, like Captain Kirk's chair. It's on a pivot. And so there's my wall. There's my ghost mask that my daughter got me for Father's Day. There's the wall. Let me see. There's the carpet, the new carpet. It looks great, you guys. This house is going to do well. And so you can see the bookshelf. It's all sparse. It's all cleaned off. All my books are packed. Here's my drawing board. You can see a little bit of it here. Yeah, like I said, everything is kind of packed up. The studio is kind of sparse. And so there's the new carpeting. Also, let me see if I can do this. Here's you guys. This is what I get to see. I'm having fun with the camera. So here's my setup here. I didn't want to give you my notes. And so maybe I can get a better shot. Okay, this is my drawing board here. So let me get rid of some of the Post-its here. So yeah, this is what I get to look at every day. So there's my little step stool. Yeah, the studio's a mess right now, but the new carpet looks great. Here's my tabourets. Here's all my tools. I got all my tools in here. Ooh, you guys are getting a tour of the studio. Here's all my pencil stuff. So all my ink stuff is in this drawer. I have an ink compass. This, in case of emergencies. The Presto pin. And yeah, here's my pencil drawer. So here's all my pencil goodies. Let me see what else I can embarrass myself with. Oh, there's my power bar. Haha, I was looking for this sucker. I need this for the computer. I'm glad I did this. Let me throw that over there. So this is all my templates. Not all of them, just some of them. These are like the old ones. There's the ink rag. My new ones, let me show you this. Here's all my black and white writing here. Spoiler alert. Oh, these things right here, you guys. These things are badass. Okay, so these, if you guys, oh man, the drawer's not closing. There it goes. Wow, that's weird. So these are very cool. These are every template, oops, I kind of slipped with the camera. Sorry about that. Increments. So these, I think these are five percentile, 5% from each other. So it's like 30, 35. So these are all ellipses and different templates. And they're all, like I said, they're 5 apart from each other. And so I have just every curve you could, every ellipse you could imagine here. So this is way better than buying all those stupid individual ones. And Matthew Clark, the artist, the penciler, I worked with him on Teen Titans, and I worked with him on Batman Outsiders. And then I think I did a run on Doom Patrol with him. And so he's the one that suggested these. So it's the Picket, and there's two different sets, and they have all the different increments you would need. So if you guys are still doing practical work, this is the set to get. It's very, very cool. So let me hook this back up. I'm giving you guys all vertigo. I should probably, hold on, I'm going to do something here. There you go. There you go. So that was a fun little aside. I hope you guys thought that was fun. Impromptu. Hey, that worked out. Camera's back where it belongs. So let me go back to the chat, see where you guys are at. Hey, we've come to Alan Sparks. Please tell me you worked on Mission Earth covers. Oh, I got some stuff to show you guys. Yeah. Roland says, I picked up black and white for my brother on Saturday. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. I hope he likes it. Nice helm. Yeah. We are selling the house. Hey, Victor, what's up? So we're doing all kinds of stuff to the house to get the best deal possible, and also just to be cool with whoever buys the house, because we love the hell out of this house. We've been here for 25 years. It's pretty much paid off, and I think it's done us good up to this point. But California is becoming a shithole, a complete shithole. We just there's a local supermarket. It's down the street, and they put up notification that they are going to have an armed guard, not in the parking lot, which there's already one there. They're going to have one in the store, because bums are relieving themselves in the store. They are showing themselves off to people in the store. Hey, look at this. Yeah, a bunch of pent-up homeless people. And they're just ransacking. They're going in it as groups, and they're just stealing. They're just taking whatever they want. This is what happens, people, when you enable the lowest common denominator. We need to stop this. We need to stop this. I do feel bad for homeless people, but some of them are there by choice. And don't give me any crap. Some of them do choose this as a lifestyle. Some of them are unfortunate. Some of them have just been a victim of circumstances beyond their control. We all could be homeless. I understand that, but that's not what this is, man. These people are taking power from the community, and they're doing whatever they want. And when you have armed guards inside of a supermarket, and the Corona website has been saying that people are scared to go shopping there, they are actually going shopping at another rival across town where the bums haven't grouped as condemned as they haven't taken over the property yet, I guess is the proper way to say it. But yeah, it's crazy, you guys. So Texas looks like the place. So we're looking at what is it called? Tombit or Tombelt or something like that. What is it? I can't remember the name now. And then there's the Woodlands, and then there's is it called Spring, Texas. So we like those areas there, and so we're going to get out of this shithole. I've loved California. I've been here all my life, but man, this place is going to hell quickly. So don't spill any ink on the new carpet. Yeah, I am going to try my hardest not to do that. It looks good. Whoever buys this house is going to get some good quality carpet. We paid for good padding and everything, so all upscale. So Mighty Joe says about a damn time we got a tour. He's about to leave. Yeah, well, also the studio's clean. It's kind of clean. I've been a little bit of embarrassed to show it off because there's been stuff everywhere. Oh, what I should have showed you too is this going to be a little bit of I'm going to tell my L Ron Hubbard story, but a little bit of this is going to be show and tell because I have been cleaning the studio, and so the other room, this is like a two-part office. So the other side is where my drums are and where the T-Bear vault, I call it. So that's where all my books, all my artwork and everything are stored. And so I came across this beauty. So this is probably early 90s. So this is the Marvel Cable retail poster. So this is, posters are coming back, you guys, but they used to be really, really viable. And Marvel used to put out retail posters for all kinds of stuff. They even commissioned Mobius to do a series of posters, which I got all of those. Those things were awesome. So let me see, is there a date on this? My signature got cut off. My signature was up here somewhere. So I think it's probably 91 or 92. So I found that, and I found a bunch of stuff. So I found this. This is a European art book, and so they asked me to do. They loved black and white, so they commissioned me to do a piece. So if you guys have ever seen this piece of artwork, it's white. It's a variant version of her. So if you've ever seen this, now you know where it's from. So I did some mini prints in one of the campaigns, in one of the black and white campaigns. So this is the original piece that I did for this Comics Art Now. And there's like all kinds. There's Mike Mignola, but most of the guys in here are all European. There's a bunch of great stuff in here. So I was really flattered that they asked me to be part of this. I know Mike Mignola is the other American artist. I'm looking for some highlights in here. Some cool stuff. It's a really nice coffee table book. So yeah, very, very flattered that they asked me, and I guess they got a hold of one of the black and white copies, and they just contacted me out of the blue and said, we'd like you to do contribute a piece to the book. And so any chance to draw black and white, I'm all about that. And so let me see what else. Oh, I have so much stuff. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. So I found this, and it says Superman cards. So one of the things back in the day is everybody did trading cards. So trading cards, Comicsgate's bringing trading cards back, you guys. You guys are awesome, and you're supporting it. I think Chrono has 14 trading cards, something like that. The black and white campaign we just did has 2. And so this, you guys, is a very, very rare uncut. This is the whole Death of Superman trading card set. So I'm going to try to, it's very, very heavy paper. I'm going to try to open this without hurting it. So this is all the trading cards in an uncut set. And I have a few in there as well. I did some covers that led up. I think one of them, can't really, this is not working out. But I see a few of them. You can't see them on camera. But yeah, I did the Action Comics countdown covers for the Death of Superman. And so they're in this trading card set. So this was very cool, man. DC sent me an uncut roll of trading cards. So I got all kinds of cool stuff like in the other room and things. There's one thing, I think that's the highlights. I got a bunch of other stuff, but I don't want to bore you with it. This is becoming a little bit like show and tell. Hold on. And then I have this, and then I'm going to get into the L Ron Hubbard stuff, you guys. Don't worry, I'll get to it. This right here, when I was cleaning house, I found this, and I used to kind of like Patton Oswalt. There was some stuff in this stand-up. He gushes a little bit too much on Obama. I think it was when Obama first got in office, and he hadn't really proven himself yet, but Patton's like, you know, just gushing all over him how amazing he is, which I thought was a little premature at the very least, because like I said, Obama hadn't done anything yet. So maybe that was an early warning sign for me with Patton Oswalt. And also, to be honest, it wasn't that funny. But this is a pretty good disc. I've always supported Patton Oswalt in the past. I do like his comedic voice. I like even shows that he's been part of. So I'm trying to figure out, I can no longer listen to this. If you guys don't know what happened, probably a month now, I went on Ethan Van Sciver's show, and Ethan was talking about Tess Fowler? I don't even know who these people are. And I guess, sadly, she had announced that she had cancer. So there was a little bit of conversation about that. And so SJW's Whisper Networks, big colossal a-holes. Tess Fowler's one of them. I don't know who this person is. I don't know why she attacked me. I don't know why she went after me. But she tweeted out that, how dare I for laughing at the news that she had cancer. So Ethan Van Sciver mentioned it. There was a little bit of jokes that flew back and forth, but none of them were at her expense. They were just jokes. And they accused me of laughing at the fact that she had cancer. I would never do that. I would never laugh. I would never laugh at somebody's misfortune that way. It's not funny at all. I would never do that. I don't find it funny, period. And so I got accused of that. So she tweeted that out. I guess they didn't have any dirt on me. So the only thing that they could try to hang me by the neck by was that I smiled and I laughed. But if you watch the video, which I have, and plenty of other people have as well, I was not smiling and I was not laughing at that moment in time. Cecil made some cracks later, and there were some other things that were said that I smiled and laughed to, but it was not at that moment in time. So she's a fucking liar. She's just trying to hurt me. And mission accomplished, because at that moment in time, it did bring me great discomfort, but not because of her. I don't give a shit what she thinks of me. I don't care. She's barely a blip on my radar, and the only reason she is because of that. So great first impression there, Tess Fowler. But Fabian, Niciesa, and then a bunch of my other comic cohorts and people I worked with in the past decided to jump on board and put their 2 cents in and basically condemn me based on this woman's tweet, and not really think for themselves and not really look at the video or even think like, well, Art, I've known Art for 30 years. I don't think he would do this. They couldn't even give me the benefit of the doubt. And so they dogpiled me, and they said all these things. So that's the context. Long story short. Then this guy, Patton Oswalt, decided to tweet out and put his 2 cents into my already complete fabrication, the complete fabrication that I was laughing at somebody's pain, which I was not. He decided to dogpile and say the same thing. And like, how dare me? He's not going to support me, whatever the hell it was. I thought it was great that, and I do like Comicsgate. You guys are keeping me sane. And I think we are doing the world a service to be, if I can be so grand, at least my whole thing is always try to level the playing field on some point. You know, try to get some kind of pushback to this insanity. And so I think it was the umbrella guy, Tug. Tug said on Patton's thread, on his tweet, he said, "Aren't you the same guy that's made cancer jokes in the past?" And so he actually found the tweets where Patton Oswalt had made cancer jokes on his Twitter. He found them. There's 3. Patton Oswalt made 3 cancer jokes. They were cancer jokes. He said them. I never said anything. I'm only accused of smiling and laughing, but I didn't laugh at that moment in time if you watch the video. Okay, Patton, I didn't do that. But you made jokes at cancer's expense, at people that suffer from cancer. So based on your SJW God that you worship, your ideology, you're a fucking hypocrite, and you lied, and you threw me under the bus, damn well knowing that you made jokes, that you made the jokes. You weren't laughing at the jokes, you made the jokes. And you said these things, and then you threw me under the bus. You virtue signaled to appease your freaking, I don't know why you would appease these people. They're horrible people. Why are you trying to score points with them? Do they have some kind of dirt on you? Is the only way you're going to work in Hollywood is if you conform? But anyway, dude, you did that to me, and I don't even really know you. I think I met you once, and you did that to a complete stranger. So I'm going to ask you guys what I should do with this. I don't know. I mean, should I donate it to charity? Should I burn it? Should I snap it in 2? Should I just throw it away? Should I keep it, that maybe I'll find a laugh in it later down the line? But anyways, you guys let me know what I should do with money that I spent. I spent my own money, Patton. I gave you my hard-earned money. I supported you, and you threw me under the bus. I would continue to support you. I know I have other stuff of yours, but you decided to make an enemy out of me. You decided to open your mouth. So, man, I don't know what to do with this thing, but I'm gonna read what you guys had to say. Sorry about that. That got a little bit darker and a little bit deeper than I had meant it to be. I just wanted, I realized I had to give you some kind of context to this. I know most of you guys keep up, so you probably already knew it. Art, you are awesome. Don't let that fool get to you. He hasn't, but I just think we have a fun opportunity to do something here. And I'm gonna, the best part about these shows is it's interactive, so you guys are gonna tell me what to do with this thing. Hex Allen says, burn it. I wonder if I should take a poll, if I should write these down. So whatever is the popular. So we have a burn it. I'm gonna write this. Okay, so burn. I saw a snap. So we got one for burn. We got Roland says snap. So we got one for snap. Oh, run the Oswalt CD over. I could run it over with my car. That's a new one, car. It's got one. The car though, I'd have to take the camera. I don't know how to do all that stuff because I'm an old guy, so I don't know how to videotape. Because one of the things, donate to charity, take the sale away from him. I could do that. I'm gonna write that down too, because then I could claim it. I could tax deduct it, and the government can pay me back for my purchase. I do have a shredder. Wait. I'm going too fast. I got another. There's another burn. Urinate on it. No urination. I got another. We got another burn. So we got 2 burns. Kiss the ring. Give it to Malin and burn it in his big bonfire. I could do that. Paint a Joker smile on a disc and frame it. That's kind of cool, man. I like that, Son of Platypus. That's kind of a fun idea. Burn it, film it, send it to Patton. I don't know about sending it to Patton. I'm doing this mostly for you guys and just for my own sell it on eBay. I would have to say something nasty about it in this horrible CD from a man that decided to virtue signal a complete stranger to score points with his horrible friends. Got a shredder. I do have a shredder, and I wrote that down. I don't know if it'll shred the disc, but it should shred the cardboard part of it. Find some examples of non-PC stuff on there. What is this? The Fuddruckers Comet made an enemy of me for all time. I don't remember the Fuddruckers, but if you're pro Fuddruckers, I thought Fuddruckers, it was a little overpriced, but I thought the food was good. We have another donate to charity. Wait, did I already read that? Maybe it jumped. We are with you, Art. Thank you so much, Kevin. I do appreciate it. Another sell it on eBay. Make it go bye-bye, end its existence. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I keep saying that, but I have a lot of sell it on eBay, you guys. I kind of like the charity. Wait. What is this? Sell it on eBay, then donate the proceeds to charity, cancer charity. Samba, go. I like that. I already wrote the charity. So I think we got 3 charities, but I'd have to add something to the cancer charity, because I would probably only be able to sell that disc for a couple bucks. But I could, yeah, I could do that, and then I could add a couple bucks to that to make it a suitable donation. He jumped on the bandwagon because he knows he's the perfect candidate to get canceled with all his own skeletons in his closet. Yeah, I heard somebody talk about, like, some of these guys are like trying to jump out in front of the curve, and also some of them are like pre-canceling themselves just to save face, so they don't get canceled. The world makes me sad. You do not, Art. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, the Squish Show. That's really, really kind of you. That actually warms my heart. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. Comicsgate is badass. Send it to Cecil so he can shred it. I have a shredder. I can shred it, and I can plug it in right here, and I can shred it live. I just want to know, because I can snap it, I can burn it, and I can shred it live on the show. Smoke it. I would not smoke this. It'd probably hurt me. All right, I think record over it is sign your name on it. You guys are the best. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Wait. I gotta. Okay, so Lock It Up says put it on EVS's. Send the money to. Ooh, we could do like his go. Ooh, we could do it on the auction. You guys could maybe, yeah. We could do the auction. and maybe just make a lot of fun out of it. One of you guys could get it. I'll sign it, or I'll do like a Why So Serious on it to personalize it for you guys, and maybe we could auction it off, and then we can give that money to charity, because it'll be more than if I sold it on eBay. It wouldn't get very much. That's a great idea. Lock it up. We got Candace. Hey Art, I can't stay, but wanted to pop in and leave a boom. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Well, wait. Is that another burn? This might throw the burn out into the forefront. What if people mean burn? Oh, burn a copy. Yeah, I understand. Burn a bunch of. Oh, okay. So here's by storming state capitals and screaming "Open Fuddruckers" was what he said. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Okay. So we have. Let me take a little break here. Yeah, there's a lot of F that guys. I never like to be fueled by anger, but I think it is an emotion that can motivate sometimes. So I don't rule it out, but I don't like to be completely motivated by it. So this is like a fun aside. This isn't really anger. Because like I said about Tess, I feel the same way about Patton Oswalt. I don't really care what these guys think of me. I don't need their validation to make me feel whole, or to make me feel like I'm a good person. I don't really care too much about what anybody thinks. Really, all I ever cared about is what my parents. I want to make them proud, my family, and I want to, do the right thing for my daughter and my wife. So that's really all the respect I need. I don't need strangers' respect. Okay, so strap it to a firework. That's awesome, Roland. You guys are on fire. Okay, so a little bit of backstory about L Ron Hubbard and myself. Okay, so I know I've told parts of this on live streams, but I do believe it was the San Diego Comic Convention before it was big. It was at the Civic Center. So I had a table in Artist Alley, and I believe this is before I started working professionally. So I was an amateur. I think I had some prints. I had some different things that I was trying to sell. It was probably very, very sad. I was probably sitting there alone and no one was talking to me. But there's this man. This man changed my life. You guys, hopefully in your life there's these type of people. And this guy's name was Fred Harris. I never forgot this man. And he came up and he looked at my work and he was like, "This is really good stuff." I had a lot of fantasy stuff too, because I was really into sword and sorcery and fantasy. There wasn't a lot of comic book work, to be honest. It was more like because I was studying illustration. It was more illustrative stuff like paintings, like rendering, stuff like that. Not a lot of pen and ink, not a lot of comic book art, because at the time I wanted to be an illustrator, and that's what I was studying in school to be. And so he looked at the work and he gave me his card. I gave him my card. And so he said, "Look me up after the con." So the show's over. And before I can even settle in, I get a call from this guy. He said, "I want to take a meeting with you. I haven't been able to not think about your work. I want you to come in, and I might have something for you." So this is all LA. I was LA County at the time. So I drive up to LA and I meet with this guy. I bring my portfolio and he starts talking to me about, I think one was a calendar. It was a Barbarian Girl calendar, which was right up my alley. So I did him a piece for that later. But he also said, "I have a book and I would like illustrations for this book." And it's called, let me show you. I have some of these books here. Let me see if I did this all correctly. Okay, that's the story I'm eventually going to tell. But this is the book I started on. So it was called Writers of the Future. So, you know, you can say a lot of whatever about L Ron Hubbard, weirdo, whatever. But the thing is, he was giving a lot of new talent. This is like a new talent showcase. So he was using his name to give back to talent. So they would have a bunch of writers come up with short stories, sci-fi short stories, and then they would have like people like me would come in and illustrate the short stories. So I did 2 of these books for him, and it was called Bridge Publication. That's his publishing group. And so I would go in to the offices. The offices were gorgeous. I was so poor, and my family was so like, we just didn't do certain things, like just certain niceties and stuff like that, because there just wasn't any money or time. So I do remember that when I would go to the office, there would always be this lovely woman, and she would ask me if I wanted anything to drink. And I just remember always being floored by that generosity, because no one had ever asked me if I could get you something to drink until, you know, I would go to these meetings. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So that shows you what level of poverty and expectation I had on life. So anyways, Fred hired me to do some of these books. So I did a few of these books, and I looked online just before the show, and they kept going. So I did the first 2 books, you guys. So these are volumes. I guess they're still going. And so I think, and I told a Frank Frazetta story too, you guys. I got to meet Frank Frazetta through L Ron Hubbard and Bridge Publications. So I actually got to sit and talk to him, had lunch with him. It was an amazing experience. And so he did a cover. He did various covers for Bridge, but he did one for Writers of the Future. I wish I worked on this one here, but I did not. This is the one I worked on. So this is, I think this is the 2nd volume. So I did the 1st volume and the 2nd volume. So I guess I have a little bit of a legacy here with Bridge Publications. So I started off their Writers of the Future. So yeah, I can't say anything bad about a Bridge Publication and L Ron Hubbard and Fred Harris. They were awesome. And like I said, you know, I got to, let me see what else I have. Oh, here's that. I got to meet Frank Frazetta. I got to eat lunch with him and ask him a bunch of stories. I remember I asked him, I was like, why is there always, like, in every one of your paintings, there's a flash of color that doesn't really exist anywhere else in the composition? And so he said, it doesn't make any sense. It's just a little visual interest. So if you look at this, even there's a little bit of red highlights on her breastplate. And there's the one robot's eye that's kind of red. And then there's that lizard robot that's a little dull, but it still has some of that red in there. That's what he would do, man. He just give like little flourishes of color. And I think it's kind of to pay attention to where he wanted your eye to go. So he wanted a little wow factor to bring your eye over to, I guess, her chest and the robot's face. So it was very cool. I do remember that. And I do remember Frank saying, you know, because he saw a lot of fresh faces, and he knows like illustration, a lot of it's light boxing, tracing, and not a lot of artistry sometimes. Sometimes it's pretty sterile and pretty stagnant. And so he was saying, he was trying to, in his own words, in his own way, he's very street level. He was like, experience life. Get out there, experience life. Go out, get into a fight. He was actually encouraging people to get into a fight. He goes, go to a bar, get into a fight. He said, you can't really convincingly show somebody getting punched or throw a punch unless you understand how it feels or what it's like to do that. So he was a big, strong component, or like strong supporter in experiencing things. trying to bring some kind of visceral idea and convey that in your artwork. Because I think in his way, it was him trying to say, don't be sterile, don't be stagnant, don't be boring, which is kind of, where is it now? This cover. So this is kind of, I think what he was kind of trying to steer us against. You know, the rendering's great. You know, the artistry is good. The guy completely understands, you know, how to look at a photograph and draw it and paint it. But you can see that the guns are very uninspired. The buildings in the background, the pose is very sterile and boring. You know, nothing against this artist, but this is what I think he was warning us against. So you can kind of see, you know, this is where most of those artists were at that had lunch with him, because it wasn't just me. And then you can see Frank's. You know what I mean? So you can see the difference in the artistry, and so it always stuck with me. I also thought, like, maybe I don't have to be punched or throw a punch or get into a fight, although I have been in those situations before. But I do think that the point that he was trying to make is go experience life, you know, in his own visceral way, his own very street way. He was trying to say, go experience life and bring that into your work. And I've never forgot that. So that's the first part of my story. So there's the Battlefield Earth novel. So let me go back, because this is going to require some sharing. So yeah, so that was very, very cool. Like I said, it was a great experience. It started me on this path of drawing pictures and getting paid for them. They paid very, very well, and it gave me hope. It gave a young artist hope that I could make a living for myself drawing and painting. And so, hold on again. So I worked for them for a couple years. I did illustration, like I said, some calendar stuff, some covers, some interiors. And so it was a good work experience. I really liked those guys. And so this was a few years later, or it was probably only a year later. Everything seems like it moved. Like when you're younger, it seems like it's longer than the period of time actually was. But Fred called me in. They had just published Battlefield Earth. So they had just done that. It was a big hit for them. I think it was L Ron Hubbard's last novel, actually, that he had wrote and published. So let me see. Central Scrutinizer says, novel Battlefield Earth is a wholly religious text. Oh, I'm gonna have to read some of these, but I want to try to tell my story. You guys, I just got a glimpse, and it was there's some funny stuff in there. Maybe I'll do that, and then I'll continue. Okay, so thank you so much, Mark C. I do appreciate that. Thanks for the super chat. Frank Frazetta was a god. He still is, man. He's still one of my all-time favorites. He died on May 10th, my birthday. Also, May 10th is Carol Shelby passing. Oh man, that was a sad day. I don't celebrate birthdays anymore. Wow, that's horrible, man. That's horrible. You should, though, because I always say your birthday is the one day that is special to you and only you. Christmas, we make a big deal about it. You know, 4th of July, Easter, you know, all these holidays, even Father's Day, Mother's Day. But you know what? It's your birthday, man. Your birthday is the day you should celebrate your ass off, because that's your day, man. That is your day. Are you guys talking about L Ron Hubbard? He was brilliantly but deeply flawed. Deeply flawed. Yeah. I was in the office, you guys. I'm going back in the chat here. I was in the office when L Ron Hubbard died, when they got the news that he had died. And man, everybody in there was just destroyed, completely destroyed. And that lovely girl that would ask to get me something to drink, man, I couldn't console her enough. Like, I don't know. I mean, it could be a cult. I don't know, but they really did love that man. And what was cool about the situation is there was a separation. They never talked about L Ron Hubbard. They never tried to recruit me. They never said anything about not Dianetics, because it was Dianetics at the time. It wasn't what is it? What is the other thing? Oh my gosh, Dianetics was the self-help, the cult, the religious aspect. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. My wife came home. I think I gotta go get my hair cut soon, so I might be running out of time here. I might not be able to tell my full story. Yeah, the Scientology, they never ever mentioned Scientology to me at all. And I had read Dianetics, the book. And so thank you guys. And so I had read Dianetics, and I just thought like it was a pretty straightforward self-help book. And to be honest, none of it seemed like it was that groundbreaking. I got to go. All right, you guys. So I do have to go get my haircut. I'm going to leave right now. I got to do the secret knock on the back door because it's still illegal to get your haircut here in California. So you guys, when I get back, I'm going to eat some lunch, and then I'm going to do part 2 of this. So you guys stay tuned for part 2, and I'm going to get into I did a comic book version of Battlefield Earth, and I have pages. I found those. So I'm going to come back, and I'm going to share those with you guys. So you guys take care. I'll be back in an hour or so.